Yes, stop!
Holding the scoring for Linlithgow, number 18, Calum Ray. Covering the advantage for Linlithgow, number 7, Gallant Paterson.
Yeah, but when I was at that, but when I stopped going to that school, like a year ago. Unless I find something better for cheaper, which I'm going to be looking for. At the end, you might just sell it
John, a big performance was required today after Tuesday night, and we got one, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a good performance today, Lauren. 90-minute performance. I thought on the ball we were really composed, moved it well at times, created a number of opportunities, and should probably win the game a lot more convincing than 2-0. I think it probably showcases how good a league this is, though, because 2-0 is a dodgy scoreline at any level of football. But I said it to the boys at half time, you're never safe in this league, and teams are very well coached. They've got some very good individuals, and there was time second half. I think Webby's cleared one off the line. I think Binny's had a fantastic double save towards the end there as well. So East Stirling were always in the game, and they were very combative and they were very physical, and they tried to make things difficult for us. But I think at times some of our football was excellent, and we were able to cut them open on numerous occasions, and with slightly sharper finishing and slightly better decision making, and their keepers had 2 or 3 very good saves as well. I think it could be a much more convincing result. But in terms of a reaction to Tuesday, I thought it was the perfect reaction from the boys. We've got a 17-year-old in Stuart McDowell playing in centre midfield today. I thought he was dominant, absolutely dominant, alongside Louis Maguire, who's a youngster as well, who was so good before he had to come off with a slightly tight hamstring, but he'll be okay. Harry McMartin, who we've recalled on loan from Blackburn, he came on and was just a physical specimen, for the last 20 minutes. So it was just a good all-round performance. Dylan in the 10 I thought was special. I thought Calum Ray playing off the left was electric, and Paul Simpson making his debut today was very, very good. Lots of energy and lots of quality. Sneds as well, I thought, just gave so much trouble to their back four. So just a really good reaction. I think the key word moving forward now is consistency. I think we've set a level there against a good side in Shire that we just can't drop below. I think the fundamental basics of working hard off the ball, being good in transitions, having an edge to us in terms of winning first, winning seconds, winning 50-50s, we have to see that, and we saw that today, and it was a marked improvement from Tuesday, without a shadow of a doubt.
It has been a tough week for the club. There was a new addition to the team sheet today, but there were also a couple of players' names missing altogether. You mentioned Paul Simpson. Can you give us a quick update as to what's been going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, as a management team, we've been planning this for a little bit of time, in the sense that we felt at Christmas or the New Year we would freshen the squad. We would look to try and bring 2 or 3 fresh names in, fresh faces in. It's not something we've done in the first 2 seasons since we took over, and I think we saw maybe a slight regression in performance both in season 1 and season 2 straight after the New Year. So we were keen to add a little bit of maybe positive stress or positive pressure to the boys by saying, listen, no one's safe. There is competition for places. Yes, we've got a massive injury list, but we need to think about the future. We need to think about how do we take us to the next level. So bringing in new faces was always going to happen. We've just fast-tracked that a little bit because of the continued inconsistent form of some, and because of the significant injury list that we've got. So all we've done is fast-tracked an intervention that we were going to be doing anyway in December or January. So it's not a panicked thing. It's not something that we're going, goodness me, this squad's not good enough. It's just something that was going to happen naturally, and we've pressed that button a little bit earlier. But Paul Simpson's the first new face to come in. There will be more to come in as well, and I think everyone that comes in will certainly strengthen the first 11 and will certainly add more competition to what is already a good squad.
Just finally, a tough South Challenge Cup tie awaits us at Pollok next week.
It's a fantastic tie. I think when it got drawn, I think everyone would agree that was tie. That was tie of the round. Pollok, very, very good side, brilliantly supported team, well backed financially, very good manager, good backroom staff, and a very, very good playing squad. And they're in a position that we were last year as a Tier 6 side. You were always desperate to play Lowland League sides. You were always desperate to kind of showcase that the pyramid needs revamped, because is Tier 6 as good as Tier 5? And I think a lot of the top West sides would certainly pose that argument. The likes of Pollok and Beath and Clydebank would all forge that argument, I dare say. So we need to be very, very good next week to play against and beat what will be a really durable, hard-working, tough Pollok side that's full of good players and full of quality, like Adam Ford. If you've ever looked at his highlight reel this season, every single goal's a worldie. So guys like Adam need to be dealt with. The likes of Fraser Mullen, very, very good player. and the list goes on. You know, there's a number of threats there to deal with. So when we go through after today, lots and lots of confidence with a slightly freshened squad, a younger squad, a squad that's really hungry to kick on and improve and have a really good first season in the Lowland League.
John, thanks very much.
Great, thank you.